meets the 500,000 page challenge, if we meet this 500,000 page challenge, the whole school will go for free to Chimelong Park. Not excited? Well, it's a fun day. I was proud of that. It was my idea.
Let's look like
All right. So, like, we'll beg and take when we buy the food, okay? Yeah. So we'll take you to Chimelong. So that's a pretty good deal, right? All you have to do is read what you're going to read anyways. And if the whole school does that, then we get to go to the park for the day. Right? No classes, just fun. So, only books in English. Sorry, this is an English department thing. Alright? So if you like to read books in Chinese, great, no problem. But for this, we're only counting books in English. And we're counting them from the start of the school year. This is why those exit slips now have the number of pages in the book. Does anybody in here read on their computer or on an iPad or on a Kindle? Anybody in here read on those? Okay, but if you do, that's fine. If you want to know the page numbers, go to Amazon.com and look at the paperback copy, and it'll tell you the number of pages. Okay, so even if you read on a Kindle or iPad, that's fine. You can still do this. Any questions so far? Yes, David.
We have to read a book, stay in school.
What?
Something like, can we bring our personal books?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. A lot of this is about your honor. This is about your honor. What is honor? What's honor? What word in honor do you hear that you know something close to that? Honesty. Okay, right? Honesty, honor, they're very similar. They have the same root word, right? And honor, it means being honest and being happy that you're honest. So you can't just write down a whole bunch of books you didn't read, right? That's not okay. That's cheating, and it lowers the honor of your house. It hurts the honor of your house, and it hurts the honor of the school. Okay? So you need to be honest about the books that you read. I will also try to ask you questions about the books that you read to make sure that you're actually reading them, but there are 93 of my students, so I can't ask everybody about every single book. Okay, it would just take too long. Right? So the first collection date for the pages and that chart will be October 30th, or 31st for you guys, so Halloween. Okay, will be the first day that I collect the books, the pages. Okay? Any questions? Good, moving on. Moving on. Start a new language target note called relative pronouns. Start a new language target note called relative pronouns. Okay, with your partner, try to answer the question, what are they? What are relative pronouns? You can look it up if you forget, but just take 2 or 3 minutes and with your partner answer the question, what are relative pronouns? So write down what you find. What are relative pronouns? What are examples of them? When do we use them? So were you looking for relative pronouns? Yeah. Okay, we find them. So you start looking up. Okay. Are you waiting for someone to do it? information upstairs. You look scared. Okay. So right down with that. Share with you. Share with you. That's a good resource. I will just one more minute. Okay, so what did we find out about relative pronouns in this little tiny bit of research that we've done? What did we find out? Lucy, what did we find out about relative pronouns? And if you're confused, there's a lot of examples from the other classes there too. Isn't it nice? So Chris, what's the correct form of, so bad, then what's the superlative? I know that you have it, because that means you had some, like you saw this guy, right? David, you need to fix that for everyone. He. And what did he have? The rat have. And girlfriend is one of them. You see what you're trying to write my name? You know how to spell my name? Nope, not horse either. Horse. Or hose. Oh, thanks, James. There you go. And what's your subject in your third sentence? lot of good sentences here. A lot of good sentences. So any questions, or how are we feeling about relative pronouns now? How are we feeling about relative pronouns now? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs down. How are we feeling? Everybody's up. Okay, good. Like I said, the reason we did this today is because I've been seeing a lot of problems in our writing about relative pronouns. Mostly, we're leaving them out where we need them. Okay? Or sometimes we're choosing the wrong relative pronoun. So when you're writing from now on, you need to make sure you're paying attention and writing the sentences correctly with the relevant pronouns that you need to have. Any questions about this? Questions? Okay, moving on. Start a new note on curiosity and answer the following 2 questions. What would you find out information about in your free time if you could? And how would you go about finding that information? Try to think of something outside of NCPA. So you don't need to know why Sky is so handsome. Okay? All right, that's a common one. You don't need to know why David is, of course, the king of IQ. All right? So something outside of NCPA. Note called curiosity. What are you curious about? What do you want to find out about in the world? And try to be specific. Don't just say cars or machines or anime or basketball. What are you curious about in those topics? Be specific. More specific, which places in? So where would you like to find information about what happened? What sort of information? Science? Can you be specific what field of science? What sort of discoveries? Oh, was it like vaccination concept? I love that. That's a great question. Okay, hopefully you've already decided what you are curious about. Hold on to this. We'll come back to this in next class. And this is just the first activity, but you don't have to do anything with it for homework. Okay? What I do need to do right now is to get with your group oral activity groups. All right, group oral presentation.